Mm.
Cesar, I have a question.
Good.
Is noticing the mind I can take as a self-inquiry or not?
Yes. Attention is focused on the thought eye, on the thinker,
Mm,
which is different than the other thoughts. Hmm?
mhm,
Thinker and thoughts. Thoughts are about he, she, it, this or that. Even thoughts about oneself, right?
mhm. I just feel like I let down my guard.
Hmm?
Uh, I it's now somehow more difficult to be in focus. I don't know why. And sometimes I cannot say if I don't have any thoughts for that reason I don't do self-inquiry, or it's too active and I forgot about it, and then I see the thoughts. I'm just now few days I'm in this kind of confusion, and I um, not like satisfied with myself, not doing self-inquiry as much as it's necessary, or I don't know how to put it, how to explain it properly. I don't know.
You cannot explain it properly. I cannot understand it properly. So I cannot give any reply. But somehow I know what you mean. It doesn't matter if the mind doesn't stop. It doesn't matter if there is confusion, right? Just see for whom is the confusion. The, who sees the mind that it doesn't stop? Just see the seer. Be that seer. Hmm? Many thoughts, many feelings, many emotions, many sensory perceptions, uh, many memories, many desires. Okay, fine. For whom? See, to whom all that appears, right? So ignore all that. Even if it is there, ignore it. Who sees that? Who is conscious of that I? See, this conscious I is a conscious mind, right? This conscious mind is illusory consciousness, is relative consciousness, reflected consciousness. This conscious mind is the same unconscious mind in deep sleep. Hmm? The first thing that appears in the awakened state is this conscious I, right?
Mhm. I just probably got another false idea about if I experience something, anything, uh, I I am this false self. So
Sorry?
because it
No.
just I have this idea that if I perceive some um, physical things or emotions or thoughts, I became like, okay, you are not still because you are perceiving all of this,
Okay.
and you need to be still
The ones
to.
I perceive this thinks I'm not supposed to perceive that. So that's also a thought. See, I am perceiving this is a thought. I'm not supposed to perceive anything that's a thought. You may think I'm not perceiving that's another thought. The one who thinks all that is a thought. Very subtle, but still is a thought. Is the first mental modification that appears in the awakened state. That identifies itself with the body.
Just seeds some kind of panic, like if you uh, have these emotions and thoughts and everything else, it keeps you alive and you will never dissolve in the self because you perceive everything.
So what? Ignore it.
Okay.
We are used to fix attention on this I. That's all.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Thoughts, feelings, emotions, desires, I don't know, feeling sensations in the body, energy stuff, perceptions. I'm not interested in that. Who is conscious of it? I. This conscious I is the mind, not consciousness. Hmm?
Yes, I just had this idea that if the conscious mind is conscious about everything, it keeps him alive. But I cannot do anything about perceptions. It's not, I cannot control it. Okay, he just got some another cool idea to survive.
You control what? What does it want to control?
Mm, his death,
Huh?
his death. He wants to die properly.
Yeah, yes. You think exactly. He will never agree to die. He will never agree to commit suicide. He's going to be killed by consciousness. That power will come. And to be killed means he will absorb it. To absorb it means see, that consciousness, absolute consciousness, okay, which is a power on its own, will reveal itself. And the idea that the mind is separate from it will disappear, right? And that absolute consciousness will become absolutely clear that it is no other than I. See, that's what I am permanently. That's my permanent reality. See, my absolute existence. My nameless, formless reality. So this I wants something still. So it is not still. It wants to die properly. It doesn't want to be there. When this is going to end, when I will disappear. Oh my God, another day. See?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And it's like, you know, for example, it it became still, and then I feel something, and it's okay, you're not calm again. You feel something, or you say something, or you think something, and it's crazy. This mind tell this mind like
You will call this
anything.
mind as long as it is believed to be separate from its source.
Mm-hmm.
When it is obvious that it's not separate from its source, and that becomes obvious when the source reveals itself. You know that the mind is the source. It's not a separate entity from its source. It is the source. See, it is consciousness. It is the self. It's not a separate entity or a second entity called mind. You see why this has to be understood clearly. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Not you, but some people just play with it because there is no understanding. So they keep on playing with the spirituality, right? And with practices and all that stuff. And also pretend to play the game with the gurus. Gurus will not play mental games anyway. They will shoot down,
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is the teaching. See, ignore the mind completely. Someone else's ego wants to play, ignore it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It is already intellectually, it seems I got this knowledge, but it's only on this level, and it's not it. It's just
I remember
like
Mrs. Ratandal once, he said, so when Baba appears and we have darshan, right? When he passed by, we feel like a current, right?
current. What is this?
Current, like a power or an electricity or something, right? Right?
Mm.
It's like a, see, there is a switch here, right?
Yeah.
And there is a current, electric power is,
Ah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And because of that power, everything can function, right? The bulb can light up, the fan can work.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So consciousness is alive. It's not an empty consciousness, a nothingness, a void. All this is absolute nonsense. This is a misinterpretation, obviously, out of lack of direct experience of what consciousness actually is. Mhm. Only I read that only from few people, right? And I heard that even from less people.
Mm.
Annamalai Swami, you focus on the inquiry, on the thought I, and if you do so, means you surrender because you are not interested in anything else, right? Isn't it?
Mhm.
Then, because of the very act of surrender, he said, this power will sooner or later, you will have no choice. It's a temptation, right? So to speak. It's a poetic way to put it, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Is that the absolute God, this is one to call him God, cannot resist that offering, right? So the ego itself is offering itself. The ego is not offering something to God, it's offering itself, right? As food for it. See,
Yes.
instead of putting something in the sacrificial fire, when the fire represents the absolute, he's putting himself in the fire, and the fire cannot burn it, cannot resist to burn it, cannot help it, right? So the one that offers itself, the absolute cannot reject it, right? It has to reveal, it has no choice but to reveal itself. And then, if they are not two, then who is revealing to whom, right? One remains as that, right? It's not revealing itself to me. It is me. It is what I am actually. That's my reality, you see? So is the sea revealing itself to the salt, or the salt is the sea? See, if I take a cube of ice, right, and I put it in the water, is the water revealing itself to the cube of ice? What is the cube of ice but water? So is water revealing itself to water? There is only water.
Mm.
Right? Are you following now?
Mhm.
Hay unas preguntas por el chat. No sé si esas personas están acá. Sí, hay preguntas que para elaborar por escrito, uff,
Thank you, Cesar. I'll switch off. Okay.
y ahí pusieron algo de Zoom por aquí. No, 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 eso qué.
Oh, okay. Cesar, when the
Oh,
Baba,
thoughts, images, memory, good memories and bad memories, right? Oh, and these memories of me, the body, huh?
no,
Uh, the memories are my memories of Caesar, right?
yes,
What Caesar experienced in the past. What Caesar did to other people in the past, good or bad. What people did to Caesar in the past, good or bad. See? Do you see that? These are mental images about whom? About me. Me whom? Caesar, right?
Yes.
So good thoughts, bad thoughts. So these memories create desire. If it is nice, I want more of that. If it is not nice, I don't want more of that. And the mind is always playing with all that, okay, with its own content. So mind, intellect, ego, memory, knowledge, tendencies, all that collectively is one thing. Okay? Let's call it mind. All that is contained in the thought I. All these thoughts are contained in the thought I. And sustain the thought I. Now, the thought I cannot sustain itself if it is not holding to that. So good memories, bad memories, good desires, selfish desire. I want to do good for the world. I want to hurt somebody. All this, right? Then plus that, you have physical sensations, right? Sense, pleasure, pain, whatever it is, hunger, thirst. Huh? Plus that, you have sensory perception. See, you are perceiving stuff. I'm not interested in any of it. I don't want to do anything with any of that, right? Control it, suppress it, change it, make it better. Nothing. To who is conscious of all of it? I, isn't it? Then that can stay there. I don't care. It can disappear also. I don't care. I'm interested in to whom all this appears. Who is conscious of that? The attention goes to this conscious I. And this conscious I is only self-aware. And if it remains self-aware, totally still, see, something will begin to reveal itself from within. This is why it's called from within. God is within, the inner self, inner, right? But only because of the point of reference of the person, which is always the body, right? It has no other point of reference. Then you have to tell that it is within, right? That it is inside. But then you will find that it's not within, right? That it's not anywhere, it just is. And that in reality, there is nothing within or without, because within and without are one. So what is within and what is without? Are you following?
Yes.
Thoughts, feelings, emotions, moods, right? Desires, tendencies, likes, dislikes, sensory perception, body feelings. I'm not interested in that. See? So I am the subject, and that is the object of my knowledge. I know it, isn't it? I experience it, or I am conscious of it, right? Then forget about all of that. Leave it alone and see who is conscious of it. And don't expect anything. Don't expect anything to happen. Just focus on it. That's all. Just do that. See, you can call it do it. It's not doing anything. It's just being still. Huh? Just being. Be it. Right? and then it will disappear. So the idea of being it, if it disappears, will disappear also, right? This is commitment, right? This is devotion. This is surrender. This is inquiry.
Mm. I just I think I distracted with Sai Baba because he makes ashes, and I was like,
He
okay,
makes what?
probably I need. He make ashes.
Ashes. So what?
Yes. So, and I'm like, probably I need to go and buy Shivalingam and do some, I don't know, like because still in my perceptions there is me and there is some God which is somewhere outside, and I I am the one who try to achieve it, and I think this is the main mistake there.
Yeah, but okay, well, he makes ashes, but that's his problem, not you. That's him, right? I don't have to do that.
I'm
All
just like, am I like doing enough? Probably I'm not this much devoted,
but
or
these
I,
are not these are not thoughts about yourself,
yes.
and this yourself is not apparently Alina. So the first thought, the root of all this thought is I am Alina, and then
Mm,
am I? See, am I not doing enough? Am I doing enough? Maybe don't. Maybe I. So the first thought is I, right?
mm-hmm,
The thinker. And then from the thinker, the other thought arises, right? The I arises, everything else arises. To challenge this thought, question it. Who is it? What is it? Just try to see what this I is. That's inquiry. It's just that. It's not about achieving, attaining. Don't wait anything out of it. Nothing. Who is this I? This that I know clearly, okay, as I.
yes, this one I know.
Huh?
This one I know. This I,
No,
which is Alina.
you don't know this I. You know everything about this I. See, if I am doing
Mm,
enough, it's not doing enough, that it is confused. You know anything about, see, about this I, not this I. If you see this I, it disappears. If the light of consciousness falls on this I, it disappears. Otherwise, I will sit here and listen to all these complaints and oh my God, it's so boring, right? I am like a
mm,
spiritual, it's like a, satsang becomes like a spiritual complaint office, and I am the guy seated there, and I have to take all the complaints. Oh, Yes, she has a she says this. Oh, she thinks that she says. What am I going to do with all that? What can you do with all that? You must forget all that, right? You must forget what you think and focus on yourself. In this apparent thinker, I believe I am. Everybody comes, last week and the whole week and the whole night and the whole day. I say, okay, fine. What do I do with that? What do you do with that? Right? I cannot give reality to any of it. So I straight away ignore that. I ignore that and tell you ignore that. Right? Now people don't understand what does that mean, right?
Like every question is from the past already.
Yes, the question is the past. That's the first thought that you remember. I am Alina.
Mm.
Okay. And that appeared in the past.
So it's like when presence is covered, everything is the past until you realize the presence of
If,
yourself.
if there is no mind, there is not even the present. Past, for whom the past, the future, and the present exist for me. If this me is not there, then for whom is going to be past, present, and future?
Mhm. Okay, I'll keep on looking on this eye.
That is meditation. Be the meditator. Just be it. Okay. This question quickly because I have to go.
Okay.
I think he will need translation.
Yes, yes.
Здравствуйте, меня слышно?
Да, вас слышно. Цезарь попросил вопрос быстро задать, потому что ему сейчас надо будет уходить.
Угу. Хотел просто сказать Цезарю спасибо большое, потому что у меня иногда случаются какие-то проблески на этих встречах, на беседах. И вот сегодня тоже такое понимание случилось.
So, Cesar, I just wanted to tell you thank you because on these meetings I have some glimpses of reality, and during this meeting I also had some.
Да, бывает так, что какие-то фразы у меня звучат, когда я слышу какие-то фразы, и для меня это звучит как некая, не знаю, команда, и вот сегодня я услышал такую фразу, что только с чистым умом можно понять это быстро. И вот эта фраза мне как-то щелкнула в голове, и то есть мой размытый как бы, ну, то есть в голове были мысли, и вот это вот размытый фокус, он вдруг стал резко сфокусированным на вот этой фразе, и м, случилось какое-то понимание, что ли. Так вот.
Mhm. What he describes is that he got really strong insights during this meeting. For example, today he listened that this knowledge you can also get by the pure mind, and his focus was blur. But after this phrase, he became really focusing on it, and attention became sharp.
Да, ну потом я как...
Sharp.
Sharp, like
Yes.
потом мне как бы...
focused. Да-да,
Мгм.
продолжайте.
И вот потом как бы, ну, ум, поскольку я захотел задать его, ну, захотел как бы поговорить с Цезарем, я начал, то есть, ну, ум начал активизироваться, естественно. И вот, и у меня вот как бы такой вот вопрос. Я вот после этого сначала не мог понять, кем я себя считал. Тихим умом. И потом ко мне пришло такое понимание, что это просто чувство «я есть». Вот. И получается, нужно оставаться вот с этим чувством «я есть». Правильно ли это?
Mhm. So, and after this insight, when I got it today, I understood that I never I never know who am I, just quiet mind. And then I got some understanding that I'm just this feeling I am.
No, no,
Is
no.
it right?
No.
Не, что-то там не то.
This is quiet mind.
Это просто тихий ум.
Мгм.
The self is beyond quiet mind.
А настоящий ты, он под этим тихим умом, за ним.
The quiet minds leads you to the knowledge of that which is the mind. Quiet mind is mind.
Но сам тихий ум доставит тебя к этому знанию «я есть». Просто надо в этом тихом уме оставаться.
That is the I thought,
Мгм.
Это я мысль,
free from thoughts.
свободная от мыслей.
Мгм.
This thoughtless thought is a thought.
И вот эта пустующая мысль, сама по себе мысль, даже если она ничем не заполненная.
If this thought remains
Мгм.
thoughtless, then
Если,
eventually some power will come and absorb it.
если ты будешь оставаться в состоянии вот в этой пустой мысли, тогда рано или поздно какая-то сила придет и растворит тебя, растворит эту пустую мысль «я».
Мгм.
Mm.
Окей, хорошо, спасибо.
Okay.
Понятно.
Mm.
He got it.
Yes. So then this I becomes totally quiet.
Вот это «я» становится абсолютно тихим.
But still is body identity.
Но все еще в этом тихом «я», в этом ощущении просто этой самости существует отождествление с телом.
It's tall again, which is totally quiet. Yes?
Мгм.
Come again? What's again?
Tall again. This is his name on the.
His name, okay. Um, and please the whole sentence because I've lost it completely. Repeat, please.
Tall again is totally quiet, but still is tall again is I, body.
I see, I see. Толиген абсолютно тихий, но в этой полной тишине все равно присутствует я. Ну, вот то, что ты знаешь,
Мгм.
как я. И вот тебе
Мгм.
надо в тишине оставаться, чтобы он утонул в сознании.
Por identity
Все
может.
время держать
Ам,
фокус внимания все время, да, так
Да,
сказать?
вот на том, что ты понимаешь, как я, ты держишь внимание, и тогда появляется сознание, которое растворит эту идентификацию, отождествление с телом.
Мгм. Хорошо, спасибо.
Okay, good.
Хорошо.
Then see you tomorrow or tonight. Nos vemos
Увидимся,
mañana o la noche.
увидимся вечером или завтра. Thank you.